Hi everyone! Today we have something really special lined up for you. I'm super excited to show you how to make an authentic Neapolitan style pizza. This recipe is a game changer for home pizza enthusiasts, and I can't wait to show you why. Let's get started. Start by sifting Caputo wheat flour and whole wheat flour into a large bowl to ensure a light and airy dough. For Neapolitan-style pizza, the best type of wheat flour to use is typically 00 flour, known as doppio zero in Italian. This finely milled flour is finely ground and has a lower protein content compared to other flours, resulting in a softer, more elastic dough. Next, combine both types of flour with 600 milliliters of water. Mix until you form a sticky ball, then place it in the refrigerator for 1 hour. While the dough is chilling, dissolve the fresh yeast in 50 milliliters of cold water. After an hour, take the dough out of the fridge and add the dissolved yeast. Knead the dough for 10 minutes, then add the coarse sea salt and continue kneading on a higher speed setting for another 20 minutes until the dough becomes elastic. If the dough is sticky, you can add a bit more flour. Kneading dough extensively aligns gluten proteins, creating a strong, elastic network essential for trapping gas during fermentation. This process ensures a light, airy texture in the final baked product. Ultimately, proper kneading is key to achieving a well-structured, flavorful dough for our pizza. While the dough is kneading, prepare a large bowl greased with 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Stop the stand mixer and gently remove the dough from the mixing bowl. Place the dough on a lightly oiled surface and gently stretch it into a rough rectangular shape. Fold the dough into itself a few times to help develop the gluten structure. Then, shape the dough into a ball. Place the dough in the previously oiled bowl. Cover it with a clean towel or a plastic wrap and let it sit at room temperature for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, gently remove the dough from the bowl. Gently stretch the dough outward from the center to elongate it. Fold half of the dough over itself from the top, then fold the bottom half up over that, creating a compact shape. Cover it again and let it rest for another hour at room temperature. Repeat the stretching process after the first hour. By incorporating these steps, you'll ensure that the dough has a well-developed gluten structure and is properly prepared for fermentation, resulting in a better textured Neapolitan pizza crust. Form the dough into a ball and refrigerate it for at least 24 hours, preferably 48 hours. After 24 hours of fermentation, the dough for Neapolitan pizza has developed beautifully. It has doubled in size, and you can see a network of small, uniform bubbles throughout, indicating excellent yeast activity. The dough feels soft and pillowy to the touch, with a smooth, slightly elastic surface that bounces back gently when pressed. This extended fermentation has allowed the gluten to fully develop, resulting in a dough that's easy to stretch and shape. Now, divide the dough into 6 to 140 grams balls. Lightly flour your work surface to prevent sticking. To shape the final pizza ball, gently pull the edges of the dough towards the center, rotating the dough as you go. Create tension on the surface by tucking the edges underneath, forming a smooth, taut ball. Use your palms to cup and rotate the dough, ensuring a uniform shape. Pinch the bottom of the dough ball to seal any seams. This will prevent the dough from unraveling during proofing and baking. Repeat the process for the rest of the pizza balls and let them sit at room temperature for at least 4 hours before forming and baking the pizza. This final resting period allows the gluten to relax and the dough to slightly rise, making it easier to stretch and shape into a pizza crust. Now it's time to preheat our oven Sage Pizzaiolo. In the US, it is sold under the Breville brand. Turn the oven on and set it to the highest setting. It should take about 20 minutes to preheat. This oven is fantastic because it can reach the high temperatures needed for Neapolitan pizza, up to 400 degrees Celsius. Once the oven is preheated, it's time to prepare our pizzas. Lightly flour your work surface with good Italian semolina. Take one of the rested dough balls and gently flatten it into a disc with your fingertips, leaving a thicker border for the crust. Carefully stretch the dough by rotating it and gently pulling the edges outward, maintaining an even thickness. Now it's time to prepare our topping. Spread a thin, even layer of high-quality Sieved tomatoes over the dough. Sprinkle a generous amount of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Drizzle a small amount of extra virgin olive oil. Distribute evenly thinly sliced mozzarella. Place thin slices of high-quality Salami Milano over the pizza, ensuring even coverage. Carefully slide top pizza onto the stone using a peel. Close the oven and let them bake for about 2 minutes until you see those characteristic black leopard spots. Just take a look at that. The crusts are beautifully puffed and slightly charred, just like in Naples. Sprinkle freshly grated Parmesan cheese over the hot pizza and drizzle a small amount of extra virgin olive oil for an extra burst of flavor and richness. Just take a look at that gorgeous crust, fluffy, soft, and airy on the inside, while boasting a satisfying crispness on the outside. Each bite is a symphony of taste and texture, creating an unforgettable flavor sensation that will linger on your taste buds long after the last slice is gone. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or if there's something you'd like to see next. Happy cooking!